With the Rising Tide DLC coming out today for Final Fantasy XVI, I thought it was a good time to review the game. Final Fantasy XVI is an action-based RPG, and I thought it a good return to the epic storytelling that I hope to get from a Final Fantasy and Blazing game. The story in FF16 follows Clive as he unravels the mystery surrounding the deaths of his father and brother, cares for those around him, and seeks to bring an end to the divine rule of a fiendish god. One of the amazing things about the story in FF16 is that the story, characters, and world feel more alive here. Because of that, much of the story is more mature than folks typically expect from Final Fantasy. Speaking of the characters in Final Fantasy XVI are extremely well written and voice acted. Clive, Jill, and Gav were my favorites. While I can think of much more iconic characters than these in Final Fantasy, the characters here tended to be more empathetic than your traditional game characters. So much of the game is about the characters balancing their internal and external struggles, and it makes me happy to experience those struggles along with them. Unusual as it may sound, I didn't really think the music in FF16 really clicked as well as I would have liked. As much as the music sounded derivative, really, to my ear, I kept expecting the somber or grandiose a la Uematsu, but the music never quite lived up to my expectations. Another issue I had here was the controls. Most of the buttons on the PlayStation controller do at least two things, it feels like. And there were a significant number of times where I'd be firing off my best moves on accident and completely wasting them. Of course, this got better as time went on and I got more used to the controls, but I really feel like it was still a lot. And these controls hindered the gameplay for me early on, and if it wasn't for the stories and characters grabbing me in the way they did, I honestly might have fell off of this one. But I did not, and in fact, I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to the new content. So I give Final Fantasy XVI an 87 out of 100.